and we will jump into our episode tonight. So, our adventurers, who have named themselves the Rats, those who rage against the storm, are in the Feywild, and they are trying to get back to the Sword Coast, where the majority of them are from, in order to stop the arcane storm that has erupted there and is wreaking havoc all throughout the Sword Coast. Originating above the Anarok Desert, it has slowly expanded. Now, they are in the Feywild, where time operates differently than in the Sword Coast. They have no idea how much time has actually elapsed and what has gone on with the storm while they have been trapped here, so to speak. They have learned from an archfey ally? Question mark?
Lover.
Friend?
Distant acquaintance.
That there is much upheaval within the Feywild, within the Court of Stars, which is the ruling body within the Feywild that kind of oversees the various other courts underneath them. The Court of Spring, Summer, Winter, Fall, Good Toss, Good Catch, as well as the Court of Ballads and the Court of... I'm fine, thanks. The Court of all...
Stars.
Yeah, well, that's the ruling court. But all the other courts underneath the Court of Stars. And so Dimitri has told them that the daughter of the sort of president of the Court of Stars, Titania is her name, the president, the leader of the Court of Stars, who is also the leader of the Court of Summer. Her daughter, Zybilna, is missing. Herself an archfey and very powerful. And her last known location was the Witchlight Carnival. And so the party has traveled to the Witchlight Carnival and gained audience with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And they asked about the whereabouts of Zybilna, and it was immediately apparent that there was some sort of magical incantation that prevents Mr. Witch and Mr. Light from directly addressing anything related to Zybilna. And so the party, figuring this out, took some hints and has made their way to the Hall of Illusions, where they are intuiting and surmising that there is some sort of a pathway to Zybilna through the Hall of Illusions. So the party has entered in and encountered several different illusory mirrors that have reflected back to them all manner of things, including themselves at all different ages and stages of undress.
True.
Their greatest dreams as well as fears, and ultimately windows into various situations and circumstances in the realms. And as each one, well, at least 5 of the 6, approached one of these mirrors, they found themselves drawn in. Our wizard, Antony, was the first one drawn in, unintentionally so, into a snow-covered forest. And he found himself face to face with an old acquaintance, ethereal in form, of the gnome Knick-Knack, who formerly traveled with the party, who apparently has been trapped in this in-between realm by some sort of stone which Antony has been investigating, or at least was trying to investigate, when several wraiths emerged from the woods. Concurrently with Antony, the other party members identified the various other windows and engaged with them. The paladin and Manuel saw a window into the conversation going on between Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. And though he didn't enter in, quickly learned that he could communicate with them through it, albeit indirectly and without himself being directly addressed. Cacophony found herself back in the confluence of planes,
You're in trouble.
in the aftermath of the explosion of water that came from Hecate's fathom, which they had released the seal upon. And that explosion killed 2 of the Warforged that they had previously met, Six and Sheriff. And the third, Saddle, was in the process of burying one of them when Cacophony emerged. And he was immediately,
Pissed off.
yes, very upset and
Accusatory, quite frankly.
yes, he was he was a little bit aggressive.
With no real information to back that up.
I mean, he did know that you guys were going down to Hecate's
I
fathom.
get that, but you can't place that on us.
Well,
He did.
he did. He did. And so each of the windows, well, 5 of the 6, had, as they've all come to learn, and I'll explain the other 3 situations, or 4 situations, no, 3 situations, a piece of glass that they were seeking to figure out how to utilize or obtain. And there was a final window pane, I guess would be the best way to describe it, that was empty, that had an inscription on it about these missing pieces, or that they were told about these missing pieces. Cacophony has identified one such piece, a broken piece of stained glass, hanging around the neck of Saddle. And so seeing that, she, in the middle of this argument, rushed forward and grabbed onto the piece and said, "You need to give this to me," or something along those lines.
Yeah.
And that was kind of where we left that scene. Meanwhile, Hasheen was teleported to what looked to be a quaint little town within the Feywild of the Spring Persuasion. However, it, like the other scenes, was covered in snow. And there were winter elves, drow-looking in form, that... You're good.
Sorry.
Glub, 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 glub,
I
glub.
don't actually know how much 1.5 liters is, so I'm
Okay.
kind of...
So just put it all in, you know. Man, now I gotta pee listening to that. And
Interesting.
there was a number of these elves that were seemingly holding a bunch of spring elves at bay, holding them under, well, threat of violence should they fight back. And there was also a conversation going on that seemed to be magically obscured to those same elves, that Hasheen was able to see but not hear. And so Hasheen teleported in and made himself invisible and snuck past, at least presently has remained invisible to the elves, and is seeking to gain entry to a locked door which would give him the ability to interact with those who were speaking, one of which appears to be the Archfey Dimitri. Celine, our cleric, teleported into a realm with a giant statue, at least seeming statue, with chains that were binding it, and a energy-like portal in front of it, or at least energy generating sphere. And she quickly surmised that this was an anchor point for her patron, Azazel, who she knows has been chained up and kept from her. And as she has looked around, a fallen angel, a fallen deva, has approached her, accusing her, mocking her, threatening her. And she is having to deal with this fallen angel as she seeks to figure out where the missing piece is, as well as how to potentially break the chain on her patron. Meanwhile, Ray faced the dragon that she previously killed. An ice dragon that was guarding the gate at Hecate's Fathom. And as she and her owlbear friend approached, it woke up and immediately attacked her, blasting her in the face with an icy breath weapon. Hello, Celine.
I tried to skip tonight so bad that it didn't work.
I appreciate you being here. And that is everybody, I think. I think I went through everybody. And so as Ray has been blasted in the face by an ice blast, she too saw in the hands of the dragon, the missing piece. Cacophony sees the piece and has grabbed onto it around the neck of the Warforged. Hashin has not identified where the piece is, although there is something in the hands of one of the people who is doing the talking. Celine also has not identified where the piece is, though she has not been able to perceive too closely her surroundings because of the fallen angel that has now approached her. And Knick-Knack himself has a piece that is seemingly tucked in his belt, although in an ethereal form. Manny, you have put together the fact that you can speak to an individual mirror and you can be heard. Your voice can be heard, so you can kind of give specific instruction. And we had ended the session with you approaching Cacophony's mirror, or window, or however you want to describe it, and telling her and reminding her of the key phrase of hither, tither, and yon, which you have had to utter each time as you've gone through the Hall of Illusion to make the next section of this odd place materialize. And so we open again with Hashin.
Let's do it.
Since I have your map up here and your piece is ready to go. And I'm going to see if this will work. Press the button. Let's see if that moves anything. I think it did.
Whoa!
Woo!
Wait, how come we never thought of that?
Because
The
I'm
wireless
because I'm dumb.
for like 5 years.
Wait a minute, you can do the buttons now?
We have a wireless keyboard. We always have.
Are you for real?
For 5 years. For 5 years, we've had a wireless keyboard.
We don't deserve anything.
I've been subscribing for 63 months.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
We've had a keyboard, a wireless keyboard for 63
whole
months
time.
minimum.
Matt was like, all this time I've only used that to prop up the minis I was going to throw at you. I didn't know it could be used for
Son
something.
of a gun.
What did these buttons
We
do?
were so stupid.
We
Oh,
deserve
boy.
to die. Really.
Wow.
No wonder we've never fixed a campaign. This is what we're working with. This is the man leading us.
I know. But we're letting him.
Yeah, I was.
What does
mean,
that say about
That's
us?
fair.
Blind leading the
More blind.
ignorant?
Yeah.
We're just a bunch of Helen Kellers.
That's oh jeez, that's me. All right, so Manny, you have the ability to peer into all 6 of these windows, with the empty 7th at the center of each of them. You are currently focusing on Cacophony, as she seems to be jostling with this Warforged, and
You did that.
in a tussle as it stands about twice her height, and she's reaching up and has grabbed onto what you now see as this piece, and it has called out to her, like,
Figure it out then.
wondering what's going on. It has a weapon drawn, but hasn't attacked her. It's you cannot hear anything going on. You can just see. Meanwhile,
Like you
Hashim.
see,
I
you
do have a
kind of know
question.
what's going on.
Because I
Okay.
did address each window or mirror.
Yep.
Did the other characters in that scene seem to recognize the voice, or was it only my friends?
It
I see what you're saying.
in the scene, everyone seems to have just continued on. No one like stops and like looks around or anything like that. So for whatever that tells you, Hasheen, there is about 5 feet away from you a drow that is walking towards the tree
Where I threw a pebble.
that you threw a rock at and knocked the snow off. These drow have all turned and are kind of slowly looking and moving. These around here are continuing to kind of search for something, and these 3 are holding a number of spring elves under lock and key. Well, no, that's not true. Under armed guard.
Threat of violence.
Threat of violence. This door that apparently is magically obscured because no one else is kind of looking there, you are able to see through. You are able to see the house that is there. Its roof you landed upon and then crawled down. You've approached the door invisible, quietly, very high stealth rolls.
Oh yeah.
And the door is locked.
Quick question.
Yes.
The 2 fancy-looking ones in the middle.
Yeah. They look arcane.
Okay. Do either of their faces look familiar? Just quick glance.
Roll perception.
It's cocked. Also cocked.
That's what happens when you have a.
It's the
What
size
giant.
of
the size of a boulder.
23.
23. No, nothing familiar beyond the fact that they are drow. What would be called drow in the Forgotten Realm and Sword Coast Material Plane. Here they're called winter elves,
Okay.
which you've kind of pieced that together from your conversations with Dimitri over time. So, although you also were told that there is a sort of Underdark within the Feywild, and you were told not to go there.
Right. And with my 23, on these 2 in particular, is there any sort of adornment or like insignia that they both share? I know Dimitri has a ring, a red ring on his right hand. Is there anything of that nature on these that like I could go, oh, they both have the same brooch, or they have the same ring or necklace or something like
With the
that?
23 and a quick glance, all of these drow have insignia or iconography of the Winter Court.
Okay.
And these 2 in particular, the others all have sword and bow. These ones don't have any martial weapons, so to speak. They have wands, kind of tucked into a holster, so to speak, at the ready. They are arcane in nature. They both wear similar garb, and slightly different color.
Yeah.
But there's kind of a purplish blue theme through everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is a little bit more purple, and this one here has more red, and is at the center of everyone, and is kind of seemingly giving more direction than. So, I mean, you would surmise that if this was
Yeah.
kind of a military company, this would be the captain,
Yep.
this would be the lieutenant, and these are all kind of the.
Grunts.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Did that. I can see the door.
You can.
Just more of a curiosity. Do I know that this door is obscured to other people? Like, if you can see it, would you know that?
So, based off of how everyone was looking, it doesn't. And when you landed, it seems as if. Well, roll an Arcana check.
Okay. 5.
It just seems odd that no one's looking in this direction.
Good luck for me.
Yeah.
All right. Good. I approach. I reach into my bag, and I pull out some.
Lock-picking tools. Do you
tweak-
have lock-picking
Yeah,
tools?
probably. I don't know.
It should be in your inventory if you have them.
Anything's a lockpicking tool if you have enough dexterity.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's true. I have a piton,
That would be
a
a
hammer,
Oh,
Lord
that's the
Spike.
pin jokes. You remember that?
and yes, and
Anything you needed.
a dagger.
So you do not have lock-picking tools?
So we're gonna go after
You
this
could
the
just
hard way.
smash the lock with a hammer. Stealthily.
Yeah. I could.
Just break it.
Maybe I can give it like a secret knock.
Is there a spell to be able to open
Okay,
I don't
roll a perception. Hey, Molly.
I think I
Whoa.
would be going at this with like a dagger then and trying
Okay.
to.
Oh, wow.
Roll a disadvantaged. Are you proficient with? Well, it doesn't.
This come
You don't.
from?
You're not using lock-picking tools. I'm gonna say
Oh.
disadvantaged. Just straight up dexterity. So
Like my saving throw dexterity
no,
sort of
well,
thing,
no, with you're +5.
or like an acrobatics. Which
No,
is still
what's
a plus
what's
5.
your the proficiency is +4 now,
Yes.
and your dex is +5.
Yeah. So,
So
plus 9.
+9 with
But
disadvantage.
disadvantaged.
Yep.
All right. I don't. That's not mine. 14.
14. You start working your way. Hey, Roger. You start working your way into the lock, and this is not a tool that's meant to pick locks. However, this is not a complicated lock, and you think you get the tumbler, but you just don't have room to turn the knife. And so you think with pressure you could force it. However, that's also going to make noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I need you to make a disadvantaged stealth kind of
Like-
sleight of hand.
Like when you try to. Okay. Like.
Yeah, something like that.
Except for not you coughing.
Sneeze in their face while you try to.
Oh boy. 16.
16 is enough. The DC was 15. You force the lock. The door gives. It opens a little bit, and you just quickly move inside and close it.
Is there snow on the ground?
There is snow on the ground.
Before I would close the door,
Okay.
I would wipe it. My
Okay.
footprints.
You wipe the footprints.
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand.
With no. Would I get advantage because I'm invisible?
I'm saying you're trying to do this quickly,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna
23.
23. All right. You slide in. Roll a perception check.
$15.
15. All right. As you kind of wash your footprints, so to speak, and wipe them all over, you duck in and close the door kind of quickly but under control so it doesn't slam. And as you are closing, you're kind of looking out one eye, even though you know you're invisible, looking out one eye, and you do see one of the drow kind of turn and look in that direction as you close it.
Door opened in, right?
It did open in.
Is there a chair down there?
You look around. It looks to be a home,
I would grab a chair and bar the door
and
from
you
the
do
other
so.
side.
And you do so.
Okay.
All right.
Are there any windows now as well?
There are no windows on this floor.
Damn.
but there is a stairway going up.
And I know they're on the 3rd floor or whatever, right?
You know that they seems to be in the back corner of the topmost floor.
Right. So, this is like a living room kitchen sort of thing?
Yes, it's kind of an entryway that gives way immediately to there's a fireplace, kind of a sitting area in front of the fireplace, and there is a little kitchenette kind of stew pot over the fireplace. It's quaint.
How well lit is the fire?
The fire is not lit. It is out.
I would like to just touch the pot that was over the fire to see if there's any warmth to it.
It is warm.
Okay, so this was doused. Are there any pictures on this floor?
There are pictures of various scenes, all kind of springy in nature, but also as you go around the room more, you see, oh no, it's not, there was just one section. There's also like kind of more fall and summer and winter-esque kind of themes as you go from wall to wall, section to section. There is a portrait of a drow female, elderly looking, and there is a number of books on a shelf kind of back in a nook that as you walk. And how much time are you spending to look?
Before I would go up, I'm trying to get a little bit of a lay of whose house did I just break into, if I could gather that. So how long have they been here, which is kind of, is it warm? How many people does it look like? Can I get any information on whom I might be encountering upstairs?
Roll insight.
I am trying to do that quick, but that's my intention, to gather as much info before I climb.
Okay.
Ten.
All right. The kitchen table, so to speak, has one chair set at it. But there are a number of other chairs around, but they're set up more for guests. And based off of the size of the pot, you don't think that many people live here.
Okay.
So with a 10, that's what you got.
Okay. And I barred the door, and then I am going to...
Oh, you do realize, oh, wait. No, there were two chairs at the table. You grabbed one.
Yeah. I am going to start to quietly and stealthily make my way up the stairs.
Roll your stealth.
I will have my bow drawn, just in case. I don't know what is there.
Okay.
Do I get advantage because I'm invisible?
Well... No, because this is more about sound than vision.
I thought I had something.
Unless you have the Boots of Elvenkind, I don't think you do.
No, my breastplate is mithril, so I don't have disadvantage. That's what it was.
Yep.
Okay. Then I am quietly going up. 31.
You quietly make your way up, and
You didn't even creak a soundboard.
there's no creak from the boards. You're
Well
very
put together
quiet.
house, yeah.
As you get to the second floor, you see what looks to be a bedroom and separately a door with a bathroom. That is open. The door is open.
I would clear kind of
Yep.
each room.
Bathroom,
With a bathroom
clear.
in the house.
Bathroom, which is kind of like
All right.
this area here.
Yep.
Bedroom, which kind of takes up
Any windows yet?
the full left. There's a window kind of above the stair.
This candy cane
There's
is my
also
favorite.
a middle door, middle floor, which is just currently what looks to be set up as a guest room. You're on kind of the landing at the top of the stairs as you look at the three rooms that are situated.
Okay.
Yep,
would a
you go
clear
through.
D1.
Roll perception.
12.
12. As you get to the third, you look around and there is a ladder against the wall, which kind of goes up to what looks to be a storage area. As you approach within the bedroom, you hear voices, muffled kind of through the floor, but you can hear two distinct voices. Roll once more for perception as you try to listen in.
This feels important, so I'm going to use an advantage here.
Steve's method.
What do you mean? On the front end?
Yeah.
Yep.
15.
15 is good enough to be able to make out the conversation.
Not a very soundproof house.
It's not designed. This isn't supposed to be like a secret, panic room. It's just where they've gone
Crawl
to.
space.
Yeah. And you hear Dimitri's voice with a tone that you have not heard from him before. It's a tone of almost urgency. And almost a plea of persuasion. He says, "Now, please, you must release this. You cannot. For your sake, I'm telling you, this is not what is best for your people. They will kill them all." And the voice comes back. I can't let go. It is all I have of her. And Dimitri comes in again. Well, and he's hushed. Usually he's kind of boisterous and confident and flamboyant with his kind of personage, but this is kind of a hushed plea. Listen, Jivindir's associate, Najem Al-Sariq, was last known to have escaped through the realm of spring into the confluence of planes. This is why they are here. They are trying to find his means of escape, to translocate the ending portal. They know he came through here. The Winter Court now knows that Jivindir's research was stolen by Najem. They were swift to execute their vengeance upon Jivin, and I thought the trail had gone cold, but he has re-emerged, and they are putting the pieces together now that Hasheen has come to the Feywild.
Whoops! Bum bum bum!
Hasheen has not yet put all the pieces together, but I need your help.
Hey, wait
He just called you an idiot.
Uncalled for.
A light bulb is starting to form. Beep, it's flickering.
Lose connection.
Voidrul's machinations must not come to pass, or my brother...
Put another quarter in.
He parsed you. He knows where you
You
are.
can probably smell me.
He stops. What do you do?
There was a lot dropped right there.
Gonna have to watch that.
I don't think I understood like 90% of the words he
I
just
would have
said.
taken notes, but it was like a name.
What
I was like,
was-
I don't know
what
how to
was
spell
my
that name.
dad's
Forget
name?
it.
It was
Najem.
Najem Al-Sariq. So, I don't remember what I wrote 4 years ago.
You didn't write anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't give you a name.
Mm-mm.
I just gave you...
Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
Ow.
So,
Najem. It
Najem.
means star in
He
Arabic.
actually, she spelled it right.
I did.
This is props. Good job.
phonetics.
Only someone who checks initiative.
So what I gathered is Najem
could spell.
portaled out through here, right?
Yes.
After stealing Jivindir's research.
Yes.
And
Jivindir, you would know. I know it's been probably a year since that was actually mentioned.
Yeah.
Jivindir was the apprentice of Voidrul,
right?
and Jivindir's research was what the Winter Court was looking for in Greer's Tower.
Correct.
Oh,
That
Greer's
that
Tower.
my
wow.
dad stole.
That, so it seems.
Okay, but I haven't put that together.
Well,
I have now.
now you have.
Do I get the way he trailed off? Do I get the feeling that because we have parsed that he probably
You get the sense that he paused, realizing something. Around that same time, you also hear a shoom from the door below. Shoom.
okay? Coming up.
And as you say that, we're going to jump over. I'm going
at
to...
you.
No,
I'm-
did he?
I'm
no,
going,
did he? No, did he?
He
going
looked
to
a
move
kid. He
this.
definitely
You
looked
in
at you.
here.
He looked at Kalian.
Do you want Hershey kisses?
No.
I have to go home. I feel ill.
I'm trying to get them out of my house.
That's
Who-
so many. How did you get that many?
New Year's Eve party.
Pass them back. I'll take a few more.
Take them all, Bree.
Who wants to go next?
Wait,
There's gonna be a shower.
it's right. There she
Showered
is.
in kisses.
Can you put me back in the bubble pot, teapot? Back in the witchlight card?
It really looks like you don't want to go next, Celine.
Pull out the map. Go ahead. Yep. There it is.
So I'm gonna go with
Oh boy.
put Ray up there.
Oh, okay.
Unless you do want to go, Celine, because I got you too, right here.
I'll
Or
go.
if you wanna put those, like,
Okay.
where that hat is, I guess, to the side.
I'll throw Hershey kisses at whoever wants them.
Yeah, actually, IRL, can you beam me into unconsciousness when this
I actually
goes wrong?
could.
IRL.
Thank you.
I
okay,
could.
good.
I could.
Good, that
but
makes
I'm
me
gonna
feel better.
choose not to.
All right.
You know, it's messy. Break your nose.
Yeah.
Go
Blood
home.
everywhere. You know,
No,
it's just
no.
not worth it.
Celine,
Actually, I don't
you
think I
have
enough force with
come
Hershey
into the
kisses.
presence of one of the anchor points of the chains that bind your patron Azazel.
Yep.
You see Azazel in a statuesque form. This doesn't seem to be his actual physical presence, but more of a representative manifestation. The chains within this statue zigzag all around and have their root in this magical energy which is emanating at the center of this statue or this anchor point. The guardian of this place, a deadened looking pit in the middle of a jagged edged canyon that opens up to what you only can surmise is the astral sea, a kind of milky mercurial purplish silver, almost aurora borealis type effect that is overhead, that the energy just shines up into the endless depths of. This fallen deva, massive mace in hand, or ball and chain kind of weapon in hand, that he's just kind of menacingly twirling right now as he has approached you and accused you of being a traitor and of being deceived and a plaything, kind of calling you various names and
Yeah, he said pretender.
has come closer and closer and closer, though has not yet made any violent moves to you directly. The statue seems to be struggling against the chains, and you can see as the eyes are kind of straining to look out the peripheral to watch what's going on. And you imagine if Azazel could be screaming at you right now, he would be, as there is just the taut chains as his being is pushing back against what binds him. You see this fallen angel, its wings ripped off and bloody, menacingly looming over you. And as you look past it, you see the statue beyond. What do you do?
Celine stands up, and for a moment there is a expression of despair on her face, just feeling utterly powerless. But then she looks at Azazel and seems to draw strength from the sight of him. And she sort of squares her shoulders a little bit and looks at the deva that is approaching. puts her hands on her hips like a doctor, if you have ever had a doctor's visit where they were just kind of a little, like, dumb with you and, like, giving you what you need. And she goes, right. So here's how I see this playing out. These chains on him are powerful, clearly. Put there by something far greater than I am, and beyond my own ability to destroy. Though Ilmater or another god could see fit to supernaturally act through me, but while I believe that could be possible, I have a feeling...
is inadequate. Continue.
I have a feeling I was sent here for a reason. So instead of fighting you and dying very quickly, almost boringly, one might imagine, to an immortal, I'm going to speak to you. One wounded celestial to another. Before he even he says whatever bullcrap's about to come out of his mouth.
Speak, whelp.
When I received my wound, I thought, well, at least there's meaning in it. I did some good in the world, and I saved somebody I cared about, and I thought, well, at least Ilmater will reward me, if not in this life and in the next. Surely he wouldn't let me stay like that, right? Not for one of his faithful. And I clung to that belief, and all the priests told me to keep that in my mind and to keep serving, to stay strong, and I did. And years went by, and nothing changed. And the villagers around me started to think that maybe I was left in that state for a reason, like I deserved it. And I began to hate Ilmater. I thought, how could that be fair? How could a god who would say that he opposes all suffering leave one who sacrificed everything, her future, her career, her abilities, leave her in that state? Not even a holiday card or anything, not even a sign or a manifestation. And I thought he'd abandoned me. And then I thought, well, he can't abandon me if I abandon him first. So I threw off my calling as a cleric. I left my home. I let myself get addicted. I turned my eye at injustice and suffering. And if I could have thrown all the scraps of meaning that my life had dwindled down to, I would have. If that meant that I would have just at least died and been had over with. And I'd probably be dead if I hadn't met some of the friends who I've been traveling with. Because you see, they reminded me there's no point to suffering, to sacrifice, if you judge that meaning by what circumstance it's brought you. You said, what good has sacrifice gotten you? From where I stand, absolutely nothing. Because you have thrown away all the meaning of any sacrifice you have done in the past, any suffering that you have endured, anything that you have done to protect those who you were called to. You said that you weren't sacrificed, but that's a lie. You sacrificed yourself. You sacrificed your own sense of mercy, your ability to give that meaning. I know I'm immortal. I'm a speck compared to you, but from where I stand, there are 2 chained angels in this room. You call me deceived. You have bought into the greatest lie of the enemy. And I am not the one who has bound the mouth of this angel so that I could not hear him speak the truth. You've fallen for the lie of the enemy that sacrifice must be fair or just, but it's not. It's the most unfair thing in the world. Because by its nature, it demands more of us than we have the strength to give. But sacrifice is a coin of which the other face is mercy, and each gives meaning to the other. And you have chosen to hide one of the faces, and so all you are left with is suffering. Without meaning, without purpose. And that has split your identity to the core. I'm asking you to do the hardest thing in the world. I, a mortal. Someone insignificant, a cog in the machine of all the things of the world. I'm standing before you and asking you to believe in mercy again so that you might give meaning to your immortality once more.
Roll persuasion.
That was amazing.
Wait,
how
she gets
long-
an advantage.
Yeah.
I was gonna say with an advantage.
How long
Come
did you stay
Go
up
ahead.
writing that?
Roll with advantage.
I thought about it in the shower many times. With advantage?
Yep.
Alright.
Well done.
Crit.
First
Crit.
one
Deserves a crit.
is a 10.
Oh, plus
Well,
what?
what am I rolling? Persuasion?
Persuasion.
Oh, so
you should
that's...
be alright at that.
That's a 19.
Okay.
That's
And then... We're gonna go with the 19. Oh, no! Divine whatever. I
gonna
can
use it?
re-roll it.
Divine
Yes,
Smite?
I can.
You can add 2d4
I
then?
forget what... No, I think it's, Oops, sorry. Favored by the gods is for a saving throw. What I'm going
Okay, this is an ability check.
Right,
so-
so I can't use it. But I'm wondering
Can you guidance
if the
yourself?
19... Well, first you have to tell me if the 19 fails. I don't know if we'll play that out. And then I will see if I can use my magical guidance or not.
Okay.
To reroll.
He, in the midst of your epic good guy monologue /
What was
rebuke.
epic?
Seriously, his wings grow back?
Yeah.
You're right.
Starts glowing.
He stopped twirling his kind of ball and chain mace, and seemingly the mocking look on his face gave way to intrigue. And then, as he listens to your words, you can see his eyes kind of filling with anger. And he looks at you. Mercy. Where was my mercy? The mercy that should have been shown to a servant.
He totally didn't get what you just said.
Nope.
All right, let's roll it back one more time. I'll speak a little slower.
Well, you know, when people are deceived, they hear what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Exactly. I sacrificed. I fought for millennia in the blood wars, killing demon and devil alike. I gave up all of my volition to do the will of the gods. Palor, the god of light. And when I needed him to intervene, to save us from the onslaught, where was he? Where was his intervention? And when we cried out, where was his hand? And so we did what we had to. We reached into the depths of hell itself for power to withstand the demon hordes, and we did. And you know what we got? Rejection. We were cast out of the high heavens. We were excommunicated for the forbidden power we tapped into. Where was our mercy for our sacrifice? So you ask me to show mercy to this one who did not deliver it to me. And now you want me to pretend that never happened. Oh, showing mercy is one thing, and I might deign to do it to one as eloquent as you. But forgiveness is an entirely different thing. Why should I ever deign to provide that to this filth? As he points to Azazel. You think about that as we go to.
I'm gonna forget everything he said.
Oh, you want to just keep going?
Yeah, keep
All right,
going.
go ahead. Go ahead.
You're stuck in here with me. I'm not stuck in here with you. All right, let's go.
Philosophical debate.
Woo! I'm not equipped because you're a lawyer, but I'll do it anyway. All right. Mercy is not something that you deign to give. It's something that you aspire to. You say that you sacrificed everything for power. How does this power to you? Powerful? You can't heal your own wounds. You've worn tracks in the floor. You, an immortal, have spent your immortality in a room bleeding. You did not gain power by falling. You gained blindness. And you gave it a way out for yourself. Because you lost faith that there was something worth suffering for. Mercy is something that we aspire to give to others when we are not giving it to ourselves. And that is how we have the strength, the power, to keep doing it. It is the greatest tool in our quiver against the cycle of suffering that our enemy seeks to inflict on those weaker than it. And yet you threw that quiver on the floor and walked away. I am weak. But even in my own weakness, if you struck me down here, I would still be more powerful than you.
Drop the lightsaber.
Stroke me down. Do it.
Even more.
Perhaps,
Simon says you can't kill me.
perhaps I need to use smaller words to explain again what happened to me. I did not take power for myself. I took power to accomplish the task that I had been given when the powers I was to rely on abandoned me and my brethren.
You did take power for yourself.
I took power to fight back the demon hordes. I would have died had I not. We all would have been wiped out, and my leader, Zariel, saw to it that we succeeded. And then, as recompense for our victory, Pelor ripped my wings from me and cast me out of the high heavens. Where was mercy there? As Azazel cast us down and chained us to the 9 hells. And when we had opportunity for revenge, oh, sweet it was, I took it, and I am not chained to this place. I guard it joyfully, knowing that I have the last laugh over this errand boy. Does that clear things up for you?
It does. You say, where was mercy? I understand how you could feel that way because I asked the same question myself. I did not feel like to be left suffering, and to feel cast away from my God's favor was a mercy. And to be honest with you, I still struggle with it sometimes. So I don't mean to preach down from you as if I know more, or know deeper. But I think if I hadn't gone through that period, then the love that I feel and that I'm able to express to my friends and to those who don't deserve it would be a far shallower thing indeed, because I know how it feels. You ask where mercy was when you were cast down. Are you strong enough to see it as a mercy? That you were given an opportunity to suffer in a degree that would lead you to a better understanding of the mortals who you were called to protect. Suffering gives us greater understanding of love, of sacrifice. It does not wipe it away, but it helps us endure it. And I half wonder if Pelor cast you out because you did not appear to ask him for mercy. You did not repent. You say that you didn't take power for yourself, but how could that be? You gave up on doing it the hard way, or you believed that there was an easier way, or a more correct way to fight the battle that you fought for millennia.
It was the only way.
It was not.
Death was the only alternative. There
Your
is
death?
no understanding in death. Yes, my death. You call me immortal. I wish that were so. I cannot die from age, but I can be killed.
Good to know.
Celine sets her Apple Watch for like 8,000 years.
Again, record.
So whatever understanding I would have gained through suffering would have been squandered in my demise at the hands of the horde of the demons. Your argument is moot in the face of death, in the face of annihilation. There is no afterlife for me, for I come from the place of the afterlife. There is only non-existence. There is only erasure.
But you
What
have
say
died.
you? I have that.
You have died.
No.
I think you and I experience death, or at least will experience death in very different degrees. For me, for mortals, death is just passing through a door. But to you, yes, it is an unmaking. What was your name before you fell?
You think I a fool to share that?
I'm not that powerful. I can't do anything with it. Fine, you don't have to tell me. But tell me, its meaning, does it still hold true to you?
My name was stripped from me along with my wings.
Because you have put that identity and that calling to death. But the greatest power of mercy is that death need not be the end for either of us. It has the power to pull us back from the grave. You cannot give up on your identity that you were called to be. You cannot let the burdens of this world weigh your shoulders down and pull your eyes from heaven. You were made as an immortal to protect those who needed protection, those who could not protect themselves. As long as you stand in front of me with bleeding stumps of wings and runes carved into your skin, you are dead. And there will be no more meaning in your immortality. You must cast that off. You must accept that there is a greater power than death. And allow this mercy to change the path that you have kept yourself on. Please.
You claim I cast out my identity. I did not. My identity was taken from me. And the only one who can change what I am now is Zariel, for I am bound to her service. That was what I was forced into by the Lord of Light. So enough talk. You have spoken well enough for me to allow you to live. Go from here. I can respect your delusion. For you are at least principled enough to believe it wholeheartedly. It is still a delusion. Now go, or I will be forced to raise my hand.
Quick look around for a stained glass window.
Now we will jump scenes. Ray, you've just been blasted in the face
Yeah. You got walloped.
by
I wasn't
a
walloped.
by an ice
Huggy
dragon.
Bear
a little
isn't
sting.
doing great.
I'd rather fight a dragon than argue. Philosophical.
Me too. I'd rather fight a dragon.
I
than
should have
argue
gone into that one.
philosophically
I would
as
have really
well.
enjoyed you just trying to beat up a fallen angel.
You should have hit him with a nuh-uh. Just that.
Uno reverse card. Divine Uno reverse.
All right, so
Third
he's
power.
clutching the stained glass, right?
Clutching the stained glass.
Which means he
That's
doesn't
right.
have any claw attack.
Does have a tail
Drop
attack.
it! Drop it!
You won't.
Alright, and both Winky and I have to be touching it.
That's or you need to be touching
Each
Winky
other.
and it.
Yes. Okay. Are we rolling initiative or?
Roll initiative.
Alright.
And then just tickle it until it
Nice!
drops.
So I'm a crit 23 and Winky is 16
Okay.
plus.
Oh my goodness.
What do I add for his?
He's a +1.
So 17 for Winky.
17 for Winky. All right. Ray, you are up first. Winky follows, and then the dragon.
Woo!
I beat you before, I'll beat you again! And Ray, you can almost tell she's like a little giddy about this. Winky! Get on the other side and flank me! And she's gonna go into a rage.
Okay.
I'm already here.
It's actually more of like an excited kind of than anger. It's more like, something to smash! And she's going to recklessly attack Great Weapons Master. Yeah.
Okay. And so you raise your hammer and spear, and you engage with the ice dragon.
21.
Hit does not hit.
Oh boy.
What?
Maybe take off.
You
that
hit,
Great
but
Weapons
it
Master.
does not break through the icy scales.
Wow, that sucks. All right, second one will not be a
Great Weapons Master.
Great Weapons Master. Yeah. Crit.
Nice.
That will hit.
That hits.
Should have been a great weapon.
Fine! I will just crit then!
21 doesn't work. All right, hold on. Let me.
Molly! Gosh, you are
Crits. This
crazy.
dice.
It's
they're
not
good
the
for me.
dice,
It
it's
is the
you.
dice.
It's
No, because
you.
when I brought my own dice, I rolled like 4s.
Like the one time. Come on.
All right, so crit.
We've been
The
playing
data
this-
set is
Oh,
clear,
wait, hold on.
Jake.
Yeah,
I get a
we've been
plus
playing
3
this
when
game
I'm
for
raging, so
63
21,
months.
22,
You're
23. Would a
lucky.
24 hit for my first attack? Because I got a plus 3 when I'm raging.
24, yes, that would hit.
Okay.
Oh!
Will we retcon or no?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna need it.
2d6 and an extra damage dice. All right, so this is for the first attack. That was the Great Weapons Master.
Well, then she great weapon that crit.
Yeah, so I Great Weaponed and then critted.
That is it.
Sorry, my
That
internet
how
is really slow jumping.
You're good,
between the
you're
two.
good.
All right.
Is the stream, stream's still moving along fine.
Woo!
How's the
So
sound,
then
stream?
What do I do
We've
with
done
my-
some work. Kalian has done some
24.
overtime
I
work.
feel like I'm forgetting something.
And Adam, who played
Und?
Morthos way
Oh.
back.
All
when.
right, so 24 for the non-crit.
Okay.
Morthos and more recently Hugo, I guess.
True.
Hugo.
He's still bamfed away somewhere. That's the funniest part. All this time,
Hugo's
was going
so
his
hot right
own
now.
campaign.
I think he's just A farmer.
32 for the crit.
Okay. And those are your 2 attacks.
Those are my 2 attacks.
All
yep.
right. Winky
so
then.
Winky's gonna go to
Winky
flanking.
moves around into a flanking position.
Yep.
So you're going for death and then picking up the stained glass window.
You know, I'm gonna play it by ear, and yeah, we're gonna go for second death for this thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Winky can make his 2 attacks with advantage.
Rip off
because
its
he
wings.
is flanking with you.
I like that. Yeah, Winky's gonna go to rip off the wing.
Okay. He
Or
can
damage him.
try.
Yeah, sure.
It'll do damage one way or the
All
other.
right. Ooh, Winky rolled well. So I don't still have his sheet. So
Oh, I
he's
forgot
a
to print
plus
that out.
5 for strength. So what do I add to his attacks?
Probably like
I'll tell you
30.
in a second.
For his for his 1 attack, it's 19 plus something.
He is plus. He's plus 7.
Oh, plus 7 to hit.
Plus 7. Yep.
Okay. Is he just a generic owlbear?
No, he has.
Okay.
So he has 89 hit points
Oh, that's
instead
good
of 59,
to know. Okay.
and his armor class is 16 instead of 13.
Ooh,
Good to
winkle.
know. But he still does a 1d10 plus 5.
Correct.
Okay, and I do
For the beak, for the bite, and 2d8 plus 5 for the claws.
2 claw attacks or 1 claw attack?
It's a multi-attack, so you can do 1 bite and 1 claw.
Okay, so this first one was the beak one,
Yep. Naturally, since you hit.
and that was 15 damage.
Okay, very good.
All right,
That is-
and then claws.
Yep.
So 19 plus 7,
Hits.
Nice.
and the first one 2d8. This one's a d8. Yep. Oh, thank you. So I rolled 2 claws at
You
once.
need to roll another one,
Yep.
don't you?
So 7, 8, 9, 10. So I do 7 plus 5 and then 3 plus 5, or do I do 7 plus 3? and
2d8.
then
I thought it was
5?
2d8 plus 5.
2d8 plus 5.
So
Oh, it
it's
is
10
2d8
plus
too.
Yeah,
5.
and
10
1d10
plus 5.
plus 5.
Okay, so 15 again.
15 again. Nice. That's pretty good, Winkster.
Just hold on to it. I don't have any d8s coming up. Hopefully.
All right.
All right. Those are your 2 attacks. The dragon.
That was Ray.
Does he rage?
The owlbear doesn't rage.
Okay.
Um,
I've never played
Steve's
another
not here.
animal.
If James
I know a
was here,
barbarian. That is it, guys.
does not get the breath weapon back.
Ray goes, poo poo.
Is the wing broken?
Wing is not broken.
Weird.
I mean, it's clawed and
it's weird.
gashed,
Yeah.
but
It works.
yeah, it still works.
For now.
Although as it flies, it almost like leaps and flaps its wings. It doesn't stay aloft.
It definitely won't
Aloft.
be able to when it only has one wing.
And it jumps on around to the backside.
Would I get?
You get an opportunity attack.
Can I use my opportunity attack to try to grab its tail and hold it in place?
You can make a grapple
I
for
will
your
do that.
opportunity
Would
attack.
that be a strength?
It would. It does no damage, but it is a strength off.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna strength off a dragon.
One-handed too.
Do I get a flank advantage?
Sure. Why not? It's fun.
Oh, that means he like rolled.
I rolled a
something crazy.
19
It's
on the
strong.
die, so you're gonna have to roll high, which you could do.
Crit
No, Ben.
minus 14.
No, 13
So
19
29.
total.
Yeah, for
Okay.
the dragon. So you miss it, or you
Yeah.
grab the tail, but its tail just gets ripped through your arms, and
It is ice.
Yeah.
So
the dragon now takes its own multi-attack against Winky, who has already taken
30.
30.
Ooh.
Yep. So he's down to 59,
He's
I
gonna
believe.
die. You're gonna
So-
kill Winky.
So the first attack is 19 on the die again. That's one's rolling hot. And then 2 claw attacks. That's a crit.
Ooh.
Yikes.
Wait, isn't
And-
it holding the thing though? How can it do 2 claw attacks?
With its feet claws.
Ooh.
Yep.
I like it.
No.
So it's now prone.
dexterous toes.
It's kind of like hopping on its tail.
I'm not gonna let you get away with your shenanigans.
There was a bite, and then 1 back claw, 2 back claws, or it just whipped you with its tail twice. We'll go with that one. Leave me alone.
Got a little Jurassic Park, little
Yeah.
velociraptor.
So the first attack was 20 points of bite damage.
Okay.
And then the crit was 30 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then 15 points of slashing
Ooh,
damage.
Winky is in fact down.
Okay.
I thought you said dead. I thought you were about to say dead.
Winky!
Okay, Winky goes down.
I guess that means I can't beat him. That's unfortunate.
All right, it is now your turn.
All right. Ray is going to. Winky! How far is the drive? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so what Ray's gonna do is she's going to. It's in his hand.
It is clutched in its hand, yes.
All right, so how high up is he? Like, can I reach his hands? Or
You
no?
can. He is on the ground, back
Okay.
legs and tail, clutched here, and he just kind of bite, tail attack. So he's maybe 10 feet up, 15
Okay.
feet up. Certainly, at your height, you could certainly jump there and reach.
I'm gonna come back for you. She's going to run, try to jump up and grab it and grab him, and then go yither, tither, and yawn.
Okay.
Did you say yither, tither? and
She
yawn?
did.
Wait, what is it supposed to be? Hither,
Hither.
No.
hither, tither, and yawn.
Nope, you said
Not on that
yither.
round. Not on that round.
Shoot.
That's
So
fun.
you
That's
jump
fair.
up-
I wasn't here for the recap.
I get
okay?
it.
Okay.
That's fine. You'll
funnier
get it
this
next
way.
time. Yeah.
It's funnier this
Yither,
way.
tither. No.
Dang it!
Roll-
Manny, what's the magic words?
Hither, tither, and yawn. Oh, actually, he
Hither,
wouldn't
tither,
hear you, but-
yonder.
Yeah.
Wander over yonder.
What? I need you to roll an acrobatics to
Yep.
kind of leap over Winky and leap well enough to grab the piece.
I'm gonna pull a Rich and step on him and kill him when he's down.
That's a throwback.
What
Right
is
on
it?
the crotch.
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Poor Morthos.
16.
16 is enough to clear it.
Thank goodness.
Now I need you to roll an athletics to yank the glass piece out of the dragon's hand.
Yoink.
Come on, where's the
Hit him with that slight.
11 plus 10 is 22, 23, 24.
All right, 24. You connect with it. 22. Roll
Oh.
the 12. You have the glass piece, and you kind of yank it out, land in a 3-point stance, avoiding Winky, and you put your hand on Winky's chest, and you say, "Yither, tither, yawn!" and nothing happens.
You're like, peace out, bitches.
It's broken.
Lither, and pawn?
Flash out of scene. Manny, you are watching all of this go on,
Trying to. at
and
least.
you see you're watching a cacophony who is in a
Give it mine.
in a wrestling match with the Warforged. You see Hasheen, who is about to be bum rushed from behind as the horde
Not
of
your first
drow are
Sorry.
seeking to
I'm more limber now.
seeking to break down the door that he barred.
Can I see him?
You can.
Okay.
He has
Maybe
a
at the
look
end
on
it's
his
gonna
face
have,
like,
a red palm mark.
And
like us, the secret tunnel saga. Just,
What?
you see,
Uh.
well, Anthony, who is hiding in a bunch of snow, and Celine, who seems to be having a discourse with this diva, this fallen diva. I was going to say dragon. Fallen diva.
surprise!
It's Marishka. it was Marishka all along.
This is when Manny decides he's just gonna turn around and
Yeah,
That's right.
He abandons us.
Oh boy. And
Not worth it.
Ray, who had Winky down real quick.
Did I see her cast her head up and say something?
You did. You didn't hear what she said. Roll perception.
You're a master at lip reading because
Yeah,
you're a
right.
watcher. You are.
That is true.
So perception.
Yep.
Oh, nice. All right, so that's 26.
That succeeds.
It
We can
might be.
mark a
Yither,
success
not
off for
yither.
you. And she seems, you can tell from the words that she's saying that she's trying to say it, but she's saying it wrong.
Ray, Hither, thither, and yon.
You're
Can
laughing.
I can hear
You
him?
can.
Shoot!
I think
All right.
one
It's
more
the
round. You
it's
just
the
gotta get
dragon's
the
turn.
crap kicked out of you.
It's the
What?
dragon's turn.
Ray stands protectively over Winky.
The dragon goes to bite you.
Come at me, disadvantage. My cloak.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is
I
a
don't like when you say that.
19 to hit.
Fail!
And it goes to grab the piece back out of your hand.
Ooh, is that a strength check?
Strength off
Okay.
again. Ew, that's pretty good. You gotta be a 25.
Oh, you got this.
Yeah.
There it is.
No, I think that's 11 plus 13. That's 24, right?
All right, it now has the piece in its hand again,
Oh, good.
and it
That was so
it
close.
whips you with its tail.
How many attacks is this thing disadvantage? Because I didn't get
It
hit.
is disadvantage 3. That is 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so you take 15 points of slashing damage, half down to 7. And it's your turn.
Go get that thing.
Oh, wait.
Put that thing right back where it came from.
So help me.
What was that for? Oh, breath weapon.
Does she have to be touching Winky with like her hand? Can she have like a foot on him?
We
You
don't know. I'm just going to play it safe.
Winky, grab his little muzzle.
Hey! That's mine! And Ray will... Should I do something fancy?
Couldn't go wrong.
Nah, let's not. I'll just do it for your strength. I was gonna try to like use the tear to freeze it, and then like almost like grapple it with the power of the tear.
But
But
it's an ice dragon.
My favorite thing about you is that you always
I
go to
control
the
ice.
tier, which is an Arcana check, which you're not proficient in,
I
and
know.
it usually works for you.
Yeah.
But that's how it should work.
so I'm just gonna go
What?
straight.
I don't know. It just feels like it should work that way. Hither. Hither, like over hither.
Okay, Ray's gonna try to take it back.
I love it.
That's an aside between her and Winky. That is definitely what Winky is saying.
Ray's
Pronounce
going for it back.
Yep.
So strength check. Come on, roll higher than 11.
Did you just say you're gonna throw it
Dang
back?
Yeah, that's the old Molly we know.
Dang it, 24 again.
Okay.
Another 11.
Did I death ward you? Who did I death ward?
16.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
you got this
You
easy.
succeed.
It was you both. Actually.
You have it in your hand once more.
Hither, tither. Oh, I grab Winky, obviously.
Hither! Oh, shoot! And with that, there is a swoosh, a flash of light in the mirror, and the mirror that she is in is a bright white,
I
and
could've
then
taken
it
It was
is
only for Winky. I was doing it.
dark. It is black.
Oh.
And you appear back in the vestibule area with the 7 other frames that are there, 6 of them with pictures, 5 of them now, since one of them is a black empty picture, which is the one you just emerged from. Manny is there, eyes wide, frantically looking at you, and
First one back.
that is a 1 death fail
Oh, shoot.
for Winky. That's 2 death fails for Winky.
He's bleeding out.
Ooh.
So Winky...
Manny!
Is
Ray's cradling his body. Can Ray lift him?
You know those like giant Finnish rabbits that like
Yes, yes,
Flemish
those are
bunnies?
huge.
Flemish, yeah,
Yes.
Flemish.
Get,
It's like
get it right.
it's like that Finnish Flemish. They're European or something, right? And you're just kind of like cradling it around under the arms, and it's just kind of
Weekend
Its
friends.
neck's flopping.
it's breathing very shallowly.
Aww.
And
Crack a rib.
like there is just its stomach is like out of its stomach. You see its intestines. It's
Ray would actually call for Celine first. Celine! Not here! Manny! Manny, help! She sticks her hand in his intestines and like tries to like
all back.
hold it. So
okay.
Winky now has a blood infection.
Manny will continue to help her press the intestines in and cast Lay on Hands
Okay.
for 20 points.
Dude,
20
how
points.
old are you?
Wow.
13?
yeah, I think
You
so.
are going to be messed up.
Angel.
You will not have a normal adulthood.
I will get one. So help me.
All right.
That's one thing I like about Ray. She goes through all these things very unchanged.
She's the same person.
You know, she had a little bit where where she cut her hair, but other than that, pretty unfazed.
I love it.
I didn't want to do an emo goth character.
You're just
I
gonna
already
be an
did that.
adult.
So she's
that's
just
like,
kind of.
wow.
My favorite part.
She's just
Bastard.
dancing through life, you know?
it the whole way. Like, life's
That's
been
right.
good to me. Like,
Yeah.
you've seen untold amount of death.
I have the
Despair.
ghosts of my friends carrying around. You know what? Life's good.
I lost a
My
lot of my
favorite
life.
part
What's
was
that?
when Celine first met you, and I was like, "Hey, you good?" And the only thing you said in response was, "I'm gonna kill that hair god." Like that's exactly
about L'Oreal.
you have not changed at all. It's great.
All right. And
There's no
so
development of your character, and that's what I appreciate about you.
And she's also been 13 for how long
That's
now?
what I'm saying. I love it.
I love it.
No development.
Me
and
too.
It's
It's
supposed to be
fantastic.
that way.
I like it.
so
Until he says I miss paranoia, right?
That was fun.
I don't.
Oh man.
Winky is healed, and the stomach seals up. The gaping wounds are closed. The breathing returns to kind of normal, though he is still obviously hurt. Ray, your bond with Winky has gone up. You are now a +1 with him.
Yeah, you're covered in his
Bond.
blood.
So that means
He
that
listens to you better.
He
that
is your
means that
blood
his armor
brother.
class is now 17,
Whoa!
and
Whoa.
his to hit is now +8.
Wow.
Can we do that with each
And
other?
he now has
Yeah.
he
Only
now
if you get
I would
married.
love an
he now
armor
has
class.
90
Working
he
on
now
it.
has 99 hit points. Okay?
Yo!
Nice.
You also, because you're the primary owner, quote unquote, the caretaker, better word.
Mm-hmm.
His stats are tied to your bond with him.
Oh,
However-
good for him.
However, you also now he will trust you, and he will not question your commands.
So armor class. Oh wow.
So you
armor
basically
class
just got
is
another gym badge. in
17,
Yeah.
Yes.
HP 99, AC 17. What was the other one?
And to hit is now +8.
Hit +8. Okay,
Yep.
I'm gonna just write this down.
You also gain +1 with Winky
So
for
he'll listen to me a
for
little bit.
healing him. He will also trust you.
Okay.
Nice.
Whenever I have to tell him to not kill Steve.
Exactly.
Steve
Don't
would
do
have pulled his intestines out farther.
How much gold?
I
is
have the opportunity to get rid of
I
his
wanna see
watchdog.
This is for science. How long are they?
Oh, the healing magic's failing. Gotta do it again.
All right. So
Right. Good
very
job.
good.
You up?
You
Say, I'm assuming.
you look back to the ice dragon, and you told it that you would come back.
Mm-hmm.
The window is dark.
Well, I meant in general of my life. I'll come back.
You know, one day.
Yeah, one day.
One
One
day.
day.
Well,
One day.
14.
Might
Next
not be
year.
today, but it could be the next
All right.
day.
We're gonna put this over here. There we go. All right. So putting this map
Vampire
just to
dragon.
the bottom. Yeah.
I mean, zombie
We
dragon.
now move to cacophony.
All right, let's hope this is quick.
Cacophony.
Good luck.
You are tangling with the Warforged, who towers over you. You are about half his height,
Kick him in the nuts.
and he has no mechanical marbles for you to kick. However, he has
No.
said to you that Sheriff's Cross is not yours.
I did remind her of the words at the end of
You
last
did
episode.
remind her of the words. You also, as you are tussling, hear in the distance a screech.
Oh no!
And you both kind of stop and look up as you see flying in a nightmare dragon.
Oh.
Those were the things in the mountains, right?
That
Yeah.
created the paranoia, yes.
Oh.
And dreams and
Saddle's
things like
gonna
that.
die.
Yeah, you are abandoning him to his death,
That's
taking
fine.
his only
That's fine.
comfort.
Well, I guess I could take him with me.
Ooh.
interesting.
Oh, he's gonna kill us all now.
No,
Yeah.
he'll die.
Most
Eventually. I like it.
What are you gonna do?
Do it.
All right.
like it.
So,
Do you trust me?
No.
so I'm still holding on to this. What I see is a stained glass piece, but he.
I
sees
need
as
you.
a
So at this
cross
point, you're tussling. You rushed up, grabbed it. So I need you to roll a athletics check. This is strength.
Oh,
he is also going to do the same.
And he's got a plus 20.
Strength.
I'm using an advantage.
She's using her bone claw.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay,
that
good
was
job.
Almost really good.
This Trey really likes
12. He rolled an 11.
No way.
Hilarious.
I rolled. I rolled a.
See,
I rolled a
it's a
3.
13, and then it toppled to
I
11,
rolled
and
a.
I
I
was
rolled
like,
a
oh.
3.
All
good.
right. You won.
I won!
So,
Against
so
a
you
Warforged.
you have it in your hands, and it's not so much that you won, so much as you yanked when he heard the screech and kind of let go and looked back, and looked at you, and then looks at the dragon.
Is it still around his neck, or did I pull it off completely?
You've
do?
pulled it off of his neck. It's in your hands.
Okay.
Ask him if he wants to live. Do it.
Well, I don't know. Would I know that if I, like, locked arms, he would come with me? I don't know if I would know that.
You roll a insight check.
Make an empty promise. If you grab my hand, you can come with me.
Ooh, nice.
Say, can we just argue somewhere else?
to live.
To the chopper.
22.
22. I think, if I remember the... No, I think Ray went in to her window before you did.
Mm.
It was about the same.
It was
time.
around the same
Steve,
time.
Then me.
We'll
Yes.
say that...
Yes, you are correct.
I think that...
Steve, me, then Ray.
Yeah, I think so. You recall that Winky and Ray went in together holding hands.
Oh, that's right.
And so, based off of that, you would surmise that you could bring him with you.
Okay.
Or at least you could try.
Yeah.
I think it's time to go. And I'm gonna grab his
What?
arm.
What?
Hither,
Well,
tither, yon!
what are you? What?
And we're just go. Hopefully.
And you do both.
You take him to a completely different dimension.
Did not expect that. That's
You
amazing.
grieve from a distance.
Well, he gets to keep Sheriff's Cross.
Nightmare Dragon is left in the wastes of the cinder,
The comment is like, we need a
And-
7th.
and you are back in. You are back in
Oh my god.
the vestibule now with the Warforged. You appear. Ray is there, holding Winky in her hands. Manny has hands on Winky's midriff, and Ray is also holding a dragon egg in her hand.
Oh, cool.
That's what it looks like to you, Cacophony, and to you, Manny.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Can I get a cool
Cacophony
dragon?
appears, and she is holding what looks to be a platinum, kind of like, almost like cross of Ra, like with the circular top.
Did I
An
rip
Ankh?
a baby
An Ankh?
from a mom? Oh, this is so sad.
That's not what it looks like to you.
Did.
To you, it looks like a stained glass. You're
Yeah.
good.
And
But it was laying in
and so she has that kind of cross in her hand,
That would be so funny.
and also a giant Warforged, which you've not seen before. Ray, you have seen this Warforged before. Roll a history check to see if you remember its name.
Oh, we did that last time. Celine told us all his name.
Okay, so you remember Saddle.
Saddle.
This is Saddle. And Saddle looks confused. If a Warforged could have the expression of
Steam
confused,
comes out.
it's just kind of like looking around with a kind of a giant great sword, kind of like drawn
Okay.
out of its the
Well, that'd be cool if it's actually out of its back.
it comes out of its back, but it's like halfway out.
That's cool.
And he just kind of like, what in the nine hells is going on? Where are we?
Do you want the long version or the short version? I'll just give you the long version. All right, so after we left you...
That is so on character.
13
That's
minutes
perfect.
of just nonstop.
And so Ray starts talking. Manny, this is also informative to you, as Ray begins to recount
So that's what
everything
we're
that's
doing.
happened since their adventures in the Cinder Wastes around Hecate's Fathom.
Yeah,
They-
don't pay attention to me, guys. I'm fine.
Yeah, you're
You're
scanning
just
and
talking.
watching.
I mean, you're fine. fine.
But Cacophony is back.
goodness.
Cacophony, you have the glass piece. Ray, you have the glass piece. Meanwhile, let's flash back to... I'm going to only put that up if it's necessary. Let's go to, for the sake of being holistic, Anthony.
That's right.
He grabs a shard and he appears back.
Yeah.
Bye,
his
knick-knack.
shouldn't be hard.
Anthony is hiding in a pile of snow.
Oh yeah, he abandoned Knick-knack.
And there are wraiths that are
Coming.
Does that surprise
slowly...
you?
that are slowly around. Knick-knack is kind of in an ethereal form,
Oh, he can't
kind of
probably get killed by
fidgeting
wraiths.
with something on his belt. And Anthony sees this,
He talked to a tree. Right?
and his inner monologue is going, "Oh, Buddha-Gats, I really like that stone. I like to learn more about it and take it, but I don't know what's going to go to Knick-knack. But you know what? Screw that guy. So I'm going to go and take that thing,
F
and
that's
bada bing, bada
Buddha-Gats.
boom. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to
Oh
have my
my
thing, because
goodness.
that's what I do. Huh. But those wraiths, how should I deal with them? Let me think. I got some strong magic here.
Sickening radiance.
Knick-knack.
I love the thought that this
Casualties
is
of war,
how
you know?
Steve actually makes his decisions. This inner monologue. What do I got here? I got some strong magic. I got a
Bada bing,
clam.
bada boom.
I got a clam that hasn't been smashed.
All right, we'll
Not
just
like the linguine with the
all right.
cream sauce.
here we go. I'm just going to steel wind strike these guys, because that's what I do. Yeah, you know it.
They see snow going like this.
It must have been some magic in that old top hat they found.
I'm going to use 2 advantages.
2 advantages.
Alright.
Delete.
For the Steve's advantages.
Yes.
Oh wait, we have a pool of advantages.
You
No,
have
he
none.
had some.
Oh,
I don't have any
that is
either,
a
if it makes sense.
23.
Not a pool.
That's a 23. The first one hits. Ooh, two
Ooh.
threes. It's a
I
12.
believe that's a
I like that
33.
sparkly dice.
That is a 12. Does
What?
that hit?
They are wraiths.
Sparkly dice.
They are wraiths. They don't have a high AC.
Oh.
I wonder if I could have
but
taken
they
that
have
dragon
higher
if
than
I didn't
12.
bring Winky.
So that one misses.
Think so?
I don't know if that
How-
one would have been
I
good.
think he has to make attacks on 5 separate. Choose up to 5 creatures you can
Be
see with
really
range
hurt
melee
for the
spell
final
against
battle.
each target. Okay, so he teleports, and then to the stone, and he takes a swing at the stone.
Okay.
Ooh.
17.
And he breaks one of the chains, cuts it through, and there's an arc of energy that explodes outward. All right, this does 60-10 damage. That's a lot of damage. So against the wraith that he hit,
6d10?
Yeah.
Yep, that's 41 points of
Pretty good.
damage.
That's crazy good.
Wow.
And then again, this is his highest level spell against the.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Going into
I'm just
our,
using them.
our
Burn
big
'em up.
hag
And
battle.
35 points of damage here. He takes another attack against another object, which I'll say is the other
Chain.
chain. This is the 4th. That is a 9. I'm sorry, 6 plus 9 is 15. That hits. So you get over 30 damage. 47 damage. Slices through that chain. And
It's like a hot knife through butter.
and the final attack, 17 on the
Nice.
die. Does he get over 30 damage? 35 damage. Slices through. At that, the stone flies up into the air and shatters and explodes. When that
Oh,
happens,
jeez.
Knick-Knack materializes. He is no longer ethereal.
Nice.
Oh, you got me out. That's great. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, back to the tower.
You can't fly anymore.
That's not, back to the tower. That's interesting. All right. Hey, Buddha-Gat, what's on your belt there? Oh, what, you mean this? Yeah, snags it. Hither to the yawn. See you, sucker. Poof.
Doesn't even consider bringing him back.
It's Steve.
That's on brand. Yeah.
Did he tell you what to do in his absence? Did he give you instructions?
Knick-Knack was probably one of my favorite characters.
Well,
Knick-Knack
Knick-Knack's
was
got to
fun.
deal with some wraiths right now.
He's not capable.
He is not. Well, no, he has that fancy gun. Remember
Does
before
he
he
still?
left? I think
We don't know what he has. It's
so.
been a while.
It has been a while.
And so you
Been a
see,
while.
Antony appear, and he has in his hand the wooden trinket whistle that Ray carved for him.
Oh, cool.
You carved a magical piece of this mirror?
Apparently.
No, these were all things that were important to their holders.
Oh.
So
So it
knick-knack
was
was-
an egg.
That makes more sense.
Yes.
Oh, you did.
You took
I already killed
be
it.
a dragon, get beat
so-
up the first time, they
Die.
leave, you think, at least I have my son, they reappear, and they take your son, and then they go! That dragon was like, as
dead,
long as I
right?
have you! And then you
killed
reappeared,
it.
like, forgot something! Bam!
I'll take
Meanwhile, I'm like suffering in mercy, and you're like, I'm about to teach you the meaning.
All right, we
good
we
luck with
flash back to
Good gracious.
You're gonna take away his only last meaning to live now, though.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but
That was the only thing holding me down.
it goes up to the top of the mountain and just jumps off and doesn't use its wings.
all right. So this
So what did he say?
fallen angel, the last thing he told you was enough talk. He's said, just leave. You've said enough. I respect essentially your convictions in this deception, and I'm just going to allow you to leave. So go.
With nothing.
Be gone from here.
Do I see anything around me that's like the
Roll perception.
key or something?
Oh, you still don't know where it is.
No.
No.
Oh, don't fail.
What are
Thanks,
you?
Molly.
You also
What
have
are
Every
to
time you've ever said that to me, I crit failed.
What did
Do
she
you
take
realize?
from
run
Azazel?
around in a circle. And just take a quick look. He told you to leave, so you can just.
Did you crit
No, I almost did. It rolled on a 1 for a very long second.
been
Perception is a
Would've been.
15.
15. So you glance around, and your attention has been fixated on this fallen Deva.
Understandably.
Appropriately so. But as you've
take
both,
him back.
as you've kind of circled, what?
She said, take him back.
Mom, give him a big
Can you
hug.
imagine?
We would have a weird team.
I mean,
You're coming on this journey of redemption, pal. You ain't got a choice.
You don't know it yet, but it's
We're gonna
happening.
make it happen.
We're
as,
trying.
You have nothing on your schedule, and you know.
as you circle, you kind of look at Azazel in chains, and he is chained and bound.
First,
but
give him a hug.
within his hands, he has a broken piece of stained glass.
Do I feel like leaving with that piece of stained glass would free him in this aspect?
Well, no.
All right. Well,
that
then
looks to be the piece
can't
that
go.
you need. However, if your objective is to free him, you can roll an Arcana check.
on the chains, or
I mean, yeah. Just
Okay.
on this whole kind of situation here.
all right, I'll do that. 13.
13. I mean, the
Can I-
chains...
Can I
What?
reroll that with the magical guidance? It takes a sorcery point.
Yes.
That's a lot better. 22. I will
Okay.
mark the sorcery
That is
point.
much better. The source of this anchor, of the chain, is the roiling pool of energy that has ethereal chains coming up from it that then materialize around the statue behind it. The pool is in front of the statue and is kind of billowing energy upwards towards it that the chains then emerge out of. How you would dispel or eliminate this arcane anchor is unclear. However, you do know that you have powerful magic, which, I mean, do you know dispel magic? Do you don't. And
I can counterspell retroactively.
and you do have counterspell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you also know that you have artifacts and you have connections to the divine, all of which could in some way, shape, or form assist you. You also have friends that you don't know how they could help.
That's because this is fantasy.
Oh, we're your friends, Carissa.
In this fantasy world.
We're acquaintances outside.
So yeah. All those things are to your awareness.
All right. Celine will look at the... Is it Diva or Deva? I never know.
Diva.
He's
Sounds
acting
He's
like
a
one right
diva
now.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think DEVA is
he has been one of
is
them.
Yeah.
Deva,
He's been both.
but
He has been very melodramatic.
Yeah, he has
Alright.
been.
Celine will...
Mercy.
Celine...
that's how I play all my evil fallen angels.
I know.
They're just
Divas.
yeah, they're just little 16-year-old girls.
Celine will look at the Diva
You
Deva
ruined my life. Sorry.
and she'll say, "You called me an interloper. You're not necessarily wrong, though I misunderstood you at first, for I do serve the one who intercedes, even when not wanted, on behalf of those who have suffered or have been wronged. Will you, before I depart, allow me to try to intercede on your behalf?"
Roll a persuasion check.
Didn't Paylor die? Aren't we convinced he was dead?
It's pretty good.
No,
19?
I don't know where you got that
That
from.
would be a big deal.
He looks at you. Your
Hold didn't worship.
prayers can do nothing for me. But feel free
Fear.
to waste whatever breath you will for my soul.
Now close your eyes.
Yeah. Close your eyes and pray with me as we... Ding, ding, ding. Oh, can you imagine?
That'd be amazing.
Roll
He opens his
persuasion.
eyes and he's like, "The gods are fake!" All right. So Celine will approach him, and I'll see if he permits me to walk around his back so that I have access to the stumps that bleed continually.
He
Celine's like,
he
"That's a little-"
watches you as you circle, but he permits you to move behind him.
Only because he knows he can kill
Misty
you in one
stepped to
hit.
his neck.
Pressure point. I'm a medic.
We're really attacking Steve on this episode, guys.
I know.
I would have said it whether he was here or not. It's funny.
And standing behind him as Celine goes to raise her hands, she will channel her radiant transformation. So
He kind of
between-
winces at the light.
between one step and the next, her form gains this otherworldly luminance. And
He,
from the
at
back,
that, he kind of averts his eyes away.
Oh, good.
the
I'm so
wings
bright.
wings come out and go almost to, not in like a prisoning way, but in kind of
A
like
hug.
a flanking, yeah, not in a flanking to kill him, in a flanking to get advantage way.
I'm flanking with my wings.
And I begin to smother.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
This is Steph.
Could you imagine? That'd be so funny because you're radiant too and he hates it.
He's like burning.
What a way to die. I'll show you mercy.
Do you feel love? And
Kevorkian? All right.
oh gosh, yeah. Celine's going to try to
That would be awesome.
His skin burns.
Shh, shh, shh.
Eyes.
Do you make any signal to the air?
When I'm casting?
No.
Oh, like all of this happening? Like
As-
a
as
help
this-
me, please,
yes.
to the behind me? I don't think I would do things like that.
I liked your interpretation of sign language.
Yeah. It would help me, please. Neck
Hit
breaking.
him on the head.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, exactly. Okay. Celine will.
I guess
What am I
that's
gonna cast? I'm gonna cast. I don't know what would be better. First, I'm going to cast. I'm wondering if I can. Hold on, I gotta Google this spell.
What we're thinking from the other side of the mirror.
I know.
Oh, look.
Oh, she's hugging him
Yeah,
around the
pretty much.
mouth
This
and
looks like
throat.
a really important conversation.
Oh,
Well,
he's
I mean-
turning blue.
Celine.
Through this whole thing that Mandy's seen,
Yeah.
it's been very peaceable. So it
Right.
doesn't-
Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, you
No
can't
worries.
Yeah.
Nothing.
How'd
Fine.
that go? It looked like a good conversation. He would have killed me if he could.
Celine will cast Greater Restoration, and
Ooh.
as she is doing,
Do you have the gold dust for
I
it?
do. I have 250
Mm.
gold dust left.
Ooh.
It requires 100.
Get him with a curtain call. Yeah.
I think we might need that, though.
Yeah.
But okay, I guess this is a good
Hey, I did revive a donkey, okay? I'm not reviving a donkey. I am trying to uncurse a fallen angel,
we can
and
make
you
gold
want to
dust.
put me on an NPC donkey level? Hold on to your little blood diamond, and let me do my saving, okay?
Yo!
Goodness!
We can make diamond or gold dust pretty easy.
All right.
And she
I'm
will
just thinking we're
cast-
going into a hag fight after this.
Well, with 250 less gold dust.
We're burning
That's
a
very
ton
No,
of
only
spells.
100 less, and don't worry, I still have enough to do the same thing on this until after. Hopefully.
So, Greater Restoration, as you cast this, you channel the positive energy of Ilmater in you, through you, into the being that
You're gonna kill this guy.
is the recipient.
Either it works or it works.
And one of the things you can try to do is to remove a curse, including an item that is the creature is attuned to, that is cursed, that is causing it. And so
So you can remove
you
his fallenness.
proceed to do this.
maybe?
Please go ahead and describe what you were doing.
Can you
So-
remove the reason he fell?
I don't know. We'll find out. As Celine starts
This is
to
interesting though,
cast,
is.
for her casting,
because a
even
good
though
God
her
did this
verbal
to him.
component has always been celestial,
Good.
her casting has always been a utterance of prayer for every spell that she does. And so the casting, even though it isn't celestial, is a beseeching to Ilmater. And she is praying, which he would understand, of course. But imagine unless they lose. I don't know. I'm assuming he understands. She is beseeching the one who intercedes for all, no matter the depth that they have fallen or the height that they stand, to intercede on the behalf of one who is suffering. And implying either to empower me to do that will of yours or manifest your presence in some way. And she is seeking to, with this motion, as she channels the diamond dust out of the component pouch and over the wounds, it actually flows past the wounds and begins to attempt to almost erase the runes that have been carved into his skin.
Oh, that sounds painful.
It does sound painful.
As
Cool though.
you cast the spell, he's averted his eyes, wincing in pain. And then as you reach out and touch him with your hands and enfold him within your ethereal wings, you immediately feel his body tense, taut with the searing energy that is coursing through him. And then you hear low but growing in strength as he's screaming out in pain. And you hear within your mind's eye,
You hear within your mind's eye.
Yeah.
You got it. You saw that right.
As you are praying, you kind of hear this voice that is coming through your inner being, and you hear 3 words.
Stop
It was Shaw.
that. Oh, dang.
Wait, what?
Oh, dang.
That's who they reached down to?
Take that how you will.
Oh, I'm too stupid for that.
Like you or the character?
I'll tell you what, that is intentionally vague.
Okay.
For the sake of
Typical gods.
For the sake of D&D, I'll let you roll a religion check for
Shar is yours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crit.
The enemy.
of course.
Yeah, it's Shar's sister of the Raven Queen.
Yes.
The bad
Okay.
one.
Took all
And
Okay.
Salune's
All right.
That's
sister.
what I mean. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. sorry.
Enemy of
So
the
a little
Raven.
bit
Yeah.
a little bit more clarity then.
Nice.
You earned it.
Clutch. That wasn't rolling
That's
a one.
because
a
D&D
good
was
roll.
like, she will misinterpret that.
Yeah.
and it
Right.
will-
It was Shaw. It was not me.
Who cast him down?
Yo.
Whoa!
So
She
we
can
have the same enemy. Let's
impersonate?
go back together.
You've been super deceived, bruh.
I knew it. I was righteous indignation.
You idiot.
Yeah. You don't got
This is
fun.
mercy!
All right. I hear that, and I will. Oh, I can do this. I think. Oh gosh, it's so hard. Hold on. 1 second. Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
Shar
dun.
can impersonate
I
other gods.
Not
Apparently.
only other gods, but Palor, apparently.
Yeah.
So
A god of
greater
light.
Yeah.
greater restoration is not concentration,
That's correct.
Wait. a
but
second.
heroism is. And so I will cast heroism
Okay.
and add that almost as a thread into the spell that I am weaving
Okay.
to give him
You're casting heroism upon him
yes
to imbue him with this.
with the strength to face and accept the truth and take action in
Okay.
light of it.
And so you cast this upon him. You have
Are you telling him
knowledge,
it's a Shar?
special knowledge from
communicate
a
that.
god.
Do you tell him that?
He's talking, but I
Oh,
will.
sorry.
That's
And
okay.
so now this is cast. He is screaming out in pain
What?
as these
This is
runes
a
are
role model.
fighting against you. And you feel like you have the ability to remove them. But the flesh in which they are carved needs to be willing. It has to be willing to receive the redemption.
Witness me!
You can change the fate of the world right here!
What are we? Tropic Thunder, survive!
Come on. Pull it
As
out of
I'm
the bag.
casting,
I don't know
I've
how you
cast
got this far.
heroism. Celine will speak and she will say, "The god has spoken through me. I don't know if this means more to you than it does to me. But all I heard was, it was Shar. It was not me."
At those words, he stops screaming. Ah!
It wasn't him.
His eyes don't open. And you see tears form. I need you to roll.
Who has an advantage? Come on, chat! Chat, we need an
I'll give her
advantage!
one of mine.
What am I rolling?
I need you to roll.
Is this at like a D100?
I need you to roll.
98, please.
It's not persuasion
Medicine.
because you're
Medicine.
speaking truth
Don't make
here.
it religion.
That's true.
I need you to roll
Our religion.
insight
Ooh.
so
Okay.
that you know exactly what words to say next.
Is this a clash?
No, but it's. I mean, it's a role-playing class.
You can
more or
save
less.
Azazel.
My best.
And you could bring a Deva back.
Do I have advantage?
Yes.
Jake gave it to you.
I gave you one.
Oh, okay.
I want this to happen.
Can I guidance myself?
Did you think this was a possibility tonight?
No, I didn't
Okay.
expect this at all. Keep
All right,
going.
first one. 18 on the die, which is for me a 25.
Nice.
I have a +7 of insight. Come on, crit! Crit for the
Molly.
comedic potential!
Blowing the dice.
Not better. So 25.
25.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's a good effort.
is good.
That's a good effort.
What words do you speak in response?
Said it sure was not me. I say, would you accept mercy now, if it is given to you?
Amazing.
That's why Azazel's humming. We got a prayer circle going on. Somebody's making breakfast.
You hit a baritone.
At that, a tear rolls down his cheek, and it reaches the bottom and falls off and splashes onto his chest, and it
Awesome.
flashes in white light as the red runes go white, and it spreads throughout his body. Very
This is
Beauty and the Beast-esque as the
Does he
light-
float?
Yeah. as your wings are enfolding him, and the stumps of the red that you are around begin to glow white as you kind of pull back, and there is a whoosh, a flash of energy and feather as it explodes
Evil
out.
sound.
Just watching on the screen.
And you kind of release him as he is kind of hovering, and he turns in midair now in his full radiant glory, and he looks down at you, and he smiles.
Celine goes, yes! VIP for the night.
Yeah, you won the MVP tonight. Good job.
What's his name? What's his name? Have you seen his stained glass window piece? I saw it.
He looks at you,
It's awesome.
and he says, I am Bethel.
Cool. Give me his name. I'm writing it down.
Wow. What a name.
Yeah, right?
Did you say Bethel?
Yeah.
Bethel, yeah.
Good music.
Oh, that's a good name.
Celine will say, it's a pleasure to meet you, Bethel. Would you, care to help me break these chains?
It would be my pleasure.
Wow. Holy moly.
As he turns,
Wow.
and
Easy.
he steps into
No.
he steps into the center, and
I wish you had a Deva figurine.
I do. I have like 5 of them.
You
But
didn't have faith in
I
me.
did not expect this kind of event. I thought you would fight it, and then Ray would come in and save your butt. Okay.
Ow! Could have possibly happened. Almost did.
If you did start fighting, we would have jumped in. I was already thinking
It
that.
steps into the radiant aura, and the mace he holds in his hand, he releases, and it dissipates, and in its place, a massive, shining greatsword appears, and he turns it over, and he says, "This shall no longer be a prison, but the domain
You did it.
of the house of God," and he will smash it into
You
the
did like
center.
your main thing.
This is how it always went in the shower when I practiced it.
And the energy begins to bubble and boil. The bluish purple brackish that it is turns again to a white, yellow, radiant light. It shoots up the chains, which all glow and then shatter. And as it shatters, it goes all the way up. And this chain, this particular chain, and there are other anchors, but this particular chain is that which bound his mouth.
He can talk. Whoa!
Oh!
And as
job,
the chain
Carissa.
shatters,
Seriously.
you hear the voice of Azazel that you have not heard in
For 10,000
15 years. And he says to you, "Thank you, daughter."
In like what sense? Clarify while I'm here.
I believe you've come for this. As he drops what looks to you like a piece of stained glass, and it kind of hovers down towards your grasp, and you take it.
Celine is weeping. Like, just a glass case of emotion. He started crying. I cried. We're all crying. It's a good time.
Do you leave?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, that's
And I look into his eyes and I say, "Hither to the yacht." No.
What?
Celine will go to take the glass piece from him, and as her hands fold around it, she says through her tears, "I've waited to hear your voice for so long. I'll continue to find the other anchors if I can."
I know you will. And we can be together again.
As father.
As father. Yeah.
And together we can rule the world.
Yeah. It's another devilism, so the whole thing all over again. Before I say the words, Celine will look back at
Fist pound.
yeah. No, Bethel.
So,
And
you wanna
I'll
come
say
with?
yes. Yeah. He'll deny me, but I would be stupid if I didn't try. Celine will
Imagine
say
we roll into those hags with a Deva and a Warforged, like maybe
we
I'll bring
might need it,
Dimitri.
quite honestly. We might need it.
Everyone
will hold out
bring a
her,
friend.
Celine will hold out her hand.
Oh shit!
Celine will hold out her hand to him and go, "Would you care to accompany me out of here, or do you have a different calling?"
I do.
Want to
Greatly
accompany
desire.
me? Good, that's all you had to say. Here's a to the yawn.
But I have much to amend for. And the first I must confess and repent and return to is my God of Light.
Nice. Freaking nice.
That's exactly what Celine does. Understandable.
Such a church kid.
Celine went, "I understand." Take a piece of glass, and I will say, "Hither, thither, and yon."
Disappear. And reappear.
You need to level up after that. That was
Oh,
amazing.
the whole 2 weeks we didn't play, I told myself I'm not accepting any other outcome. You would have had to kill me. I would have
How
died.
cool would it be is if you did like every anchor point, you convert them all back to Paylor.
I'm gonna be the most successful missionary. The next time, I'm rolling up with tracks.
Such a good.
Read this and then we'll talk. Read it.
That is such a good storybook beat for
That
her.
would be awesome.
I gotta do that more times.
All right. Celine appears.
Or kill them.
And Cacophony,
Which
Ray,
might be easier.
Anthony, and Manny, you all see holding a locket in her hand that is opened with a picture of a woman inside.
Who's
Can we
the
see
woman?
what the woman
Who's
is?
the woman?
You gotta look closer.
Manny comes closer.
It looks a whole lot like Celine.
Yo,
Interesting.
were you married to a god?
No.
It is not Celine. You're perceptive enough to know that.
Okay.
Were you?
You have no idea. You've never known who your parents were.
You're quite literally daughter.
Can Manny reach out and ask her for it? Would you mind if I looked at that?
It's just a piece of stained glass to me. right?
Correct.
It's just a piece of glass, but
No, it's not. It's a locket.
Yep.
What does it look like to her?
Stained glass.
Oh!
see,
What do you see?
a piece of stained glass.
I see a locket with a picture that looks remarkably like you in it.
What? I flip it.
Stained glass.
I see it too, Celine.
In what?
You see Ray holding an icy egg.
What? Where did you get an egg?
An egg. I fought a dragon for this. Stained glass. See? Ray smiles in it.
Yeah. It looks like an egg. And Cacophony has a cross.
And
And a
Warforged.
Warforged.
And the other
Who
hand.
you see saddle there with her.
You just
And
sitting-
and
What's his name?
and Antony
Saddle.
and Antony holds the wooden carving that Ray made for Knick-Knack.
I thought we were going after like a piece of stained glass, but I'm the only one who got the glass?
No, I was successful.
No, you're holding a dragon egg.
I think that everyone who went to their place
Oh.
can only see the stained glass,
Huh.
but everyone else can see something different when they brought it back.
Do you all know what you're holding?
No.
To me? You're holding.
What is this?
Well, that's a
That's
battle
Sheriff's
forged.
cross.
That's Warforged, and in the other hand you have cross.
Oh.
Oh, saddle.
Howdy.
When did you get here? Oh,
Well, you killed my friends, and then
Allegedly.
Cacophony brought me back here to this place. We'll talk more later. Looks like you folks are in the middle of something.
There's one more thing that we need to do, and his name
Is Dimitri?
Is Hasheen. Hasheen.
Oh, that's right. You're not.
Coming up.
Oh, shit,
It's Dimitri.
says Dimitri.
I poked my head through. Yeah, I'd probably say that too. I heard everything. When were you going to tell me, huh?
How did you get here, and why did you bring him here now? He kind of says to no one in particular.
Well, it's an interesting story, but they're trying to barge in, so...
Yes, I put an obfuscation aura up, but you apparently let them in.
I'm pretty good.
All right.
We'll talk more on the other stuff, but, hey, you.
Kelvex, he needs it.
Yep.
I don't want to give it up. They're all going to come up here and probably kill you.
I barred the door, but it's not gonna last long.
At that, you hear a.
There you go.
I'll tell you what, Kelvex. If you give that to him, I'll save your village. What do you say?
That's a pretty good deal, yeah.
And you, what exactly did you hear?
I think that now's not the time to parse words. Maybe we can parse something else later. You come see me, but I need that.
Where are you?
Currently?
Well, where are your friends? Where's your party?
We are in a circus.
Oh, no, that makes sense why I couldn't detect you in the Feywild any longer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck. Najem. Yes, his name is Najem. Yeah. That's your
I got
Baba.
that. Who's Javier or the other one?
That was your father's associate. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
who's Voidro?
Ooh, very, very bad person that you don't want anything to do with.
Okay. Again, we'll debate more. Can I have that? He's gonna save your village. It's a good deal, man. It's a good deal. If you don't, they all die.
Take it.
Thank you. What's your name? Chex Mix?
Kelvex.
Kelvex? Kleenex. All right. You good man? You can trust this dude right here. All right. Hither, tither, yon.
Poosh.
Wow, well done, everyone.
Dang. If things had gone wrong, I was so hoping you were gonna jump in and back me up there.
I was, but I didn't want to step on anything, and I'm glad I didn't.
You all watch as Hashin appears, and he is holding a snow globe-esque thing in his hand. That looks to have a little village in it
Oh, fun.
that is currently covered in snow.
Is it the same village?
Uh-huh.
It starts to blizzard.
You don't know. It's stained glass today. I'll save you.
You see little bodies swirling everywhere. Did I say save your village? I meant shave your village.
Shake. All right. Oh, hey, Saddle.
Howdy, killer.
So yours was a snow globe?
Stained glass.
Oh, it appears to manifest to all of us differently based
Oh,
on
yeah.
what was in there. Yours
Okay.
looks like a snow globe with
That's
a
weird.
little snowy village inside it.
Oh. Okay. So what do we do now? Why are you here?
Manny,
I was gonna ask you the same question.
Well, I either left him with a nightmare dragon or I brought him with
Oh,
us.
fair.
so I-
Because you're a benevolent and good person who would never knowingly hurt anyone. Yeah.
Absolutely. See, you hear
Machine
that?
picks up on it immediately. I love him.
I did hear that. My dead friends would beg to differ.
They
The
died?
key word there was knowingly.
sadly,
We didn't know that they died.
I think you need to travel with us a little bit, and maybe we'll set you right later, but you'll get to know us a little more.
I also don't know how to send you back.
Yeah.
Where are we?
You'll see. Manny says hither, thither, and yon.
Oh.
When you do that, each of the pieces begin to glow, and you are each holding them.
I'm not.
Well, you're each holding them, and they begin to kind of rattle in your hand, and they shoot out of your hands to the empty frame that was there in the center.
Cool.
And they each kind of affix themselves within, and it creates a picture that is a bright blue glowing light that you cannot see what is on the other side of.
Okay.
And all of the other images go dark. Well, they've gone dark as each individual
Witch and Mr. Light?
came back out. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are still visible. But as you've uttered hither, tither, and yon the final time, it begins to fade. And they both kind of look at each other, and Mr. Witch says, "Well, Godspeed to us then, eh, Light? This could be the end or the beginning."
A light?
Like
Mr.
A? Like
A.
Canadian
Oh,
A?
oh.
A? Pacha?
I love that movie.
Manny's
That's a
gonna
good
walk
movie.
with the blue light special.
All right. Manny goes first through the blue light. And Saddle says, "Whoa, whoa, am I supposed to... You want me to... What?
Listen, You're in a weird place. Honestly, it's safer if you come with us.
Oh my goodness.
We'll try to set you straight after.
Oh my goodness!
I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty for a Warforged out there alone.
Oh my golly gee.
Because you are nowhere near where you came from.
We're really terribly sorry about your friends.
We are.
Genuine. We didn't know what was going to happen, but
We didn't.
we'll be your friends.
We will.
Both of you roll persuasion.
Okay, instead of advantage, we'll
Yeah,
go.
you're
Crit! Power of friendship! Woo! Reunite!
I begin to talk to him about mercy.
22.
22.
Yeah.
We'll help you
Good
through this grieving
job.
process, and I would love to be your new friend.
She kind of like lovingly like pats his shoulder or
Okay.
as high as
he
can reach.
kind of listens. His head kind of goes down and comes back up and he says, "What's your owlbear's name?"
Winky, you like him?
You are now bonded to 2 creatures.
I,
Yeah, you've menagerie.
I lost all of my friends at the explosion.
Mm.
All of my wyverns died.
It's in the mirror.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's gone.
Well, Winky can be able to help comfort you when you're feeling sad.
He's like a
Winky?
big dog.
Would you mind walking next to Saddle for me? He needs some extra love.
He'll actually obey you now.
We're just leaving you to die, apparently.
So,
You're 18 seconds. You're 18 seconds into combat. You're on round 5.
Don't worry, my friends are coming. I'll stand against the horde.
Your objective bar changes from win to survive.
and so Saddle comes up alongside Winky and kind of pets him, and Winky allows it. And Saddle kind of looks back at you guys, and Winky looks at Anthony and gestures towards the portal, and then it's like, all right, forget about it, huh? I got you, I'm going. And so he
Ray will jump in next.
goes through the portal, followed by Ray, followed by Winky, followed by Saddle, followed by Hasheen, with
Oh, good.
Cacophony at the end. And you look around, Cacophony,
Steal a picture frame.
you go through. Unless you're doing
I
anything
don't know. It
else.
would have
Yeah.
been funny. Steal
No,
Mr.
I
Witch
just
and
go
Mr. Light. Ha!
Take him with us. Cacophony's new goal
Saddle.
is to bring as many NPCs to the battle as you can.
And as the blue light greets each of your faces and overcomes your physical form, you emerge. And that's where we're going to pick things up.
It's a good spot.
Yeah.
So-
Before we
Holy
start.
crap, Carissa.
Yeah.
That
Wow.
was awesome. I know we're not even in the recap, but that was great.
Redeem everyone.
That would have been up there when she almost reforged her hammer.
Only
I
didn't.
can't believe it worked.
I understand, but like that was the type of
Yeah.
swing you took.
Yeah.
I can't believe it worked.
That was awesome. And now you know for all of them that you can, like, you have that insight for
Redeem or
every
kill.
single one.
I would-
Yeah.
Every time though, it's like I added
Thank you.
another person to my party. I just accumulate them and they all show up and we're like, yeah.
For the end battle.
It's end
Come
game.
all you fallen angels who are no longer fallen.
Yeah.
We're just angels
Yeah.
now.
Angels.
That's really cool.
Good
Oh.
job.
I christened thee the Risen.
The Risen. I like it. New sect.
That's fun.
That is fun. That's awesome. The fact that you didn't plan any of that makes me even happier. Because you have to do some math now.
I do. Yes. Made all of that up. But it was fun. It worked. It's within the realm of the
Yeah.
story that I
Yeah.
have.
It could work.
I just didn't have it prepared for tonight.
Will
so-
Bethel start also trying to free Azazel? And you can have a helper?
We'll see. We'll see.
Could be.
That's crazy.
Or he's like gonna find the locations of the anchor points or something.
That's so funny that you didn't think that could happen.
I did
'Cause
not
I was like,
expect
I'm
that.
not gonna fight him because I would die so fast.
I mean, I'm used to you guys just trying to fight everything, so.
big brain moment over here.
You do all level up.
Yay! Another yes.
All right, so you are now all level 13.
Wait, we don't level though right this very second because we didn't long rest.
We're done, but we'll
We're done.
for the night. I'm gonna shut it down.
Was what you just said like final? You are all level 13.
Manny jumps 4 levels.
I'm so powerful.
Well, we've all leveled up. We'll talk
I
about.
thought you were.
I know you're at
okay.
different levels,
I thought you
so
were at our level.
you've all leveled up.
Wait. Yeah, we're yeah.
Yeah, it's a long.
I'm level 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you are?
he said
All right.
we're level 13.
Never mind.
That
Yes,
felt like
you've all
3
lev-
levels
you've
for
all
me.
leveled up. You guys watching us, thank you so much for sticking around. We really appreciate you. And we will pick things up right here next Tuesday night.
Freeze, asshole. Oh, that's a great episode name. That's a great episode name. I'm
Figures
just saying.
Paz. Paz is the one who.
Oh, City Guard, you are the best. I miss you. We will pick things up here next Tuesday night, starting at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, and we are approaching the conclusion of this arc, and that will get us into the end game, as they say. So we're getting there, and it's fun, good times. I hope you all here are enjoying yourselves rolling the dice and playing. I hope you are enjoying watching us, and we look forward to seeing you next Tuesday night, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, when we continue to loot, die, and repeat. Good night, everyone.
Hashtag.
Cheers.